I have a very special lady with me by the name of Kgolagano Lehobye. She is the HR director for MA Automotive Tool and Die. And we go way back. Hi, Kgola.
Hi, Nay-Lin, how are you?
Good, thank you. Happy Heritage
Thank
Day.
you. Thank you. Happy good one to you too. I hope it's gonna treat you well.
I am, yeah, very excited for this one because it's different. Normally, I don't really celebrate Heritage Day because from our culture, we don't have much heritage attire, hence the really badly tied duk. Um, but it's okay. Generally,
Yeah.
every other year, I just like wear someone else's attire. So I've been Indian, I've been Xhosa, I've been Zulu. I've gone through the most. So yeah. So what I want to do today,
Yeah.
what I want to do today with you is I have prepared 10 questions.
All right.
And we want to get to know you a little bit more. We want to know a little bit from a career perspective, a little bit from a personal perspective. So 10 questions in 10 minutes. So you don't have much time to answer them. And yeah,
What do you
just
think about them?
give what to think about them exactly. So let's just hear about who Khola is, how she got to where she is, and I hope that we're going to learn a little bit more and inspire someone because I think the idea is to inspire people that they can also make it. If you've made it, they can also do it. Maybe some people are also going through the same challenges that you've been through, or some people are, just looking for some sort of hope. This is what this platform is going to do. So I will start with question number one.
Yeah.
And I want to know a little bit about the lessons and experiences that you can share being a successful professional in your sector and your market.
Look, I think the biggest lesson for me and experience is the fact that so I'm in the automotive industry, which
Hmm.
obviously is male dominated. So
Yeah.
as a female, all right, and as an African or black female, you have to
Mm.
work 10 times hard for anybody to even listen to you.
Yeah.
So I was very privileged that at a very early stage, I had a mentor that actually said to me, facts and data must be your
Mm.
friend. So
Mm.
if you've got your facts, you've got your data, and you argue based on those, nobody can actually
Mm.
question your integrity or
Mm.
or your competence. So really for me,
Mm.
that's really the biggest lesson for me. And also, compassion.
Mm.
Because as a leader, you lead a lot of people, and if you are compassionate, everybody can see that you're also a human being. You are not just a
Mm.
robot that gives, that gives direction here and there, but you actually are
Yeah.
a person. You can also think and you can also feel.
Yeah.
So for me, those
Yeah.
are the two major ones, that have really got me this far: facts and data, and being compassionate.
Perfect. Another thing I've learned is have a mentor. Have a mentor.
Listen, have a mentor. Those people
Mm.
are the most important guides,
Yeah.
for any professional,
Yeah.
because you don't know everything,
Yeah.
right? And you always need that sounding board to always show you a different perspective in a different light.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Question number two.
Mhm.
A challenge, a key challenge that you have faced in your professional career and how you've overcome it.
Oh, I think the biggest for me. So I'm very value driven, right? I'm very
Yeah.
value driven, and I cannot for the life of me compromise my ethics.
Okay.
And that is one thing that when you are a professional, you are at times expected to really sort of compromise or bend the rules a little bit. And
Mm.
for me, I cannot do that. I honestly cannot do that. And I see that, I make the right decisions. I can sleep at night because when you've got your ethics and your values in place,
Mm.
you always, work with your head held high. And you also are able to, you know, um, put your perspective forward without feeling that you are compromising yourself or you're compromising other people.
Mm.
Yeah.
Perfect. I remember when we were working on placing you, um, a number of the times you would be like, Nay-Lin, I need to know this company in and out. I need to know this company in and out because my ethics, my values, like I need a company that's going to conform, that's also highly ethical, highly, they basically are very strict on their values as well. So I can attest to that. You gave me a difficult time there.
Absolutely.
I'm like, how do I test for ethics and values?
And for me, no, Nadine, it's important. If I'm going to come and
Yeah,
add value in any business, I
yeah,
need to really identify with who they are. I really
yeah,
need to identify with what they believe in. Because if you work for a company, you're there for 8 hours a day minimum. That
yeah,
is your whole life there. So you
yeah.
cannot be working or living double standards or
Mm.
having, a different persona in and out of work. So for me, it's very
So,
important.
so here's a fun question. You're gonna have to
Yeah.
think really long and hard. I hope you don't have to think really long and hard because this should be something that you've thought about previously. But which
Yes.
South African professional inspires you?
Listen, I don't even have to think about it because I was reading about her yesterday. So there is a great young lady,
Mm-hmm.
um, in she's born in Nongoma, which is KZN,
Mm-hmm.
rural KZN. Her name is
Okay.
Sinamila Masango.
All
All
right.
right. She doesn't know me, by the way, but I follow her on
Okay.
LinkedIn. Maybe I must actually say hi to her sometime.
Sure.
But I follow her
Educate
on
us.
LinkedIn. I
Yeah.
know, right? So she's currently a PhD candidate
Okay.
in nuclear physics.
All
Okay,
right.
so the very first South African black female to qualify as a nuclear physics physicist, and
Yeah.
she's doing extremely well. She currently sits on the board of NEXA. She
Yeah.
sits
Wow.
on a few different boards. She's got her
Mm.
own Sinamile Masango Foundation, which empowers females in Africa and
Yeah.
South Africa. Obviously,
Yeah.
charity starts home. So South Africa
Yeah.
and also in Africa. And she's a
Okay.
clear example of it is possible. She's an
Mm.
example of nothing is beyond your reach because
Mm.
she comes from a very rural area in Nongoma where you would even ask her, how on earth did you know about nuclear science? You know,
Yeah.
but she is now making waves. She is breaking new ground. She is just the future. I love her. I love her. I love her to bits. So yeah, so definitely without a doubt. I mean, for me, she stands out. I think she's 33 years old this year.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
She, yeah.
And share with me, what is the greatest risk that you've ever taken in your career?
Okay. So so I'm one person that will always look at how to do things differently.
Okay.
And I remember at some point in my life when I started a new job, there was an initiative by the CEO
Mm.
on diversity and female empowerment.
Yeah.
And when I read his proposal, it really looked like it was like face value, type of tick box exercise. And
Yeah.
I really took it and I said to him, listen, I'm going to redo this for you. All right. And I redid the strategy. I really focused on, diversity and shifting the focus on women and how we empower females, and not only
Mm.
just females that are in leadership positions, but females from
Mm.
the ground, females like your graduates, like your interns. That's where we need to start empowering them.
Yeah.
Not when you're an
Yeah.
executive or a manager, you are half done already.
Mm. Yeah.
And because it was his brainchild, he said to me, if this does not work out, I don't know what I'm going to do with you. And
Yeah.
I had to pray hard and work even harder to make sure that it becomes a success, and it
Mm.
became a success. It was then obviously piloted out to the different branches as well. But it was a
Yeah.
huge risk for me because I was very new. I was still learning the
Yeah.
business, I was still learning the people. And here I am having this big idea and selling it to the people. And I said, just trust me. All I said to them is just trust me. And it worked out. So yeah.
Listen, firstly, kudos to you for actually trying because many of us would have just been like, yeah, no, not happening. If
Exactly.
that ruins any chance of me actually staying with the company, then, it becomes hard. But what advice would you give to then young people who are starting out, that you initially wished you had when you started out?
For me, I think it's two things. The first thing
Yeah.
that's the most important thing is love what you do, right?
Okay.
Because if you
Yeah.
love what you do what you love. I mean, it's a cliche, but at the end of the day, when you have fun at work, you give your all without even thinking about that you're giving your all.
Mm.
All right.
Mm.
And that's how you prosper. But always, and then number two is that you don't always have to learn from other people.
Yeah.
Make your own mistakes. You know,
Mm.
go where people have never gone to. Do what people have never done. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. And for me, it's worked perfectly well for me so far. I'm still doing it even now. And yeah, I'm loving it.
Awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath in and out. And I
Yeah.
want you to take off the MAHR director hat. I
Okay.
want you to take off the professional hat. And now I want you to put on Kgola, because now we want to know who you are.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All
Interesting.
right. So
Mm.
now we're going to start off with the theme. So obviously, it is Heritage Day, and keeping with the theme, I want to know, what does Heritage Day mean to Kgola?
Well, interesting question. So my name is Kgolagano, right? Which is Setswana, and it means
Okay.
covenant. From a
Okay.
biblical point of view, it's covenant. But
Uh-huh.
from a general point of view, it actually means bringing people together. So this is who I am, right?
Mm.
And I have a young family, and we're still trying to find our own individual identity as a family and really understand
Okay.
who we are. So we're really trying to put together this whole Setswana idea, making it relevant to 2020. I've got
Yeah.
two young children, so I also need to make sure that they also understand and enjoy how we celebrate Heritage Day. So for me, it's really
Yeah.
about my identity, who I am, where I come from, and also where
Yeah.
I'm going.
Mm.
Because I believe I still have a lot to give to the world,
Mm.
professionally, personally, socially. I still give a lot, and I can only do that if I know who I am and where I'm coming
Mm.
from. Yeah.
Mm. Sure.
So
I need
for me,
to, yeah. Sorry, carry on.
no, okay. So for me, it's very important because we also have a very rich culture in South Africa.
Mm.
11 official languages, so many cultures. So if you don't know who you are, like you as Nay-Lin, tomorrow you're close to the phone, you're Zulu, then you Zulu. It you know, I think at some point we all have to stop and say who I
Yeah.
am, who am
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
and where am I going and what
Yeah.
value am I adding to this world? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to, I was about to say that I need to steal a page from your book from the Tswana side, because my son is, so I'm Shona.
Yeah.
His father is like half Israeli, and then half Tswana as well. So
Interesting.
in between all three cultures, my son's like, what's going on here?
But that's awesome though. That's an
I know,
interesting
but
one.
like, we're not so in touch with the Tswana side as well. So it would be nice
Yeah.
to incorporate that into him, which is
Yeah.
quite interesting. And how do you guys celebrate it? Since you're still trying to figure out the individuality.
Listen, the biggest lesson is that in 2020 when you are a young mother, and you've got young
Mm.
kids, the modern Western way always kicks in more than the African
Yeah.
way. So
Yeah.
how I do it is that we dress up.
Hmm.
I've got all these traditional songs that we now sing, normally wedding
Yeah.
songs. So my kids
Yeah.
love wedding songs, normally wedding songs, and we do some reading. We do a lot of
Mm.
reading as well. For them, it gets them very excited. I'm
Mm.
still trying to explain to my daughter, who is turning 6 today, that we've got 11 official languages and
Yeah.
we have got 11 cultures, and it's
Yeah.
okay because we are South
Yeah.
Africa. We're different,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think with
Embrace it
with us,
all.
yeah, it's a lot of growth, a lot of learning for my children as well, and I'm loving it because at the end of the day, I can't give them better education than that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Running with the time.
yeah.
What is for you the best part about living in South Africa and working?
Diversity, diversity, diversity. Have you ever heard?
Hallelujah.
Have you ever heard the tagline? South Africa is alive with possibilities.
Yeah.
It is exactly that. In South Africa, you can do whatever you want. You can be whoever you want. We've
Mm.
got so many opportunities to grow, to be different. And the fact that we are given this democracy
Yeah.
and we have to make this democracy work for us. So for me, the fact that we have got all these opportunities, we've got all these keys just for us to really use the right key in order to make
Mm.
the right impact in this world. Yeah. So I'm
Awesome.
I'm I'm very happy to be South African. I could never ask to be anywhere else.
And from a
Oh,
personal as well as a professional perspective, give me one quick inspiring quote that sticks with you all the time.
no, Nelly, I can only give you two. I can't give you one. because they're both resonate with who I am. Sorry. The first one is
Okay, sure.
the first one is your altitude. Your
Yeah.
attitude determines your altitude. Your
Okay.
attitude determines your altitude. So how far you go, right?
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
second one is give up your right to be right. You don't
Give
always
up
have to
your
be right
right
as a
to
person.
be right.
To be right, yes. You
Oh, I
don't
like
always
that.
have to be right as a person. So for me, I
I
go
like
with those. I've grown up with them, and up to today, they make me the person that I am. Yeah.
Last question that's going to give us a good idea, holistic idea of who Kgola is. What do you do outside of your professional life? What is your passion?
I need another 24 hours to talk about that. Okay, so okay,
Oh man.
so I'm very big and very active at church. Okay, so I'm
Okay.
very active at church. I do a lot of church work. I do a
Mhm.
lot of charity work as well. I do a lot of mentoring and motivational work for young people. So
Okay.
not only young girls, please, young people,
Mhm.
including boys as well.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And of course, we know that that part of the world has always been left behind. So we need to
Mhm.
bring them in as well. Okay.
Mhm.
For me, it's very important. And I spoil myself a lot. So I'm big on going on mini holidays, pamper sessions. I do a lot of work. My time is always stolen by other people. So I literally dedicate time to pamper sessions and to time outs because I need to rest. Um, and of course, the last one, I've got two bosses in the house. I've got a 6-year-old and 11-year-old. So whatever
Yeah.
that they want to do, I have to do. They tell me what to do and I
Yeah.
do it.
Listen, this whole lockdown period, you have been throwing it back to times when you were on holiday and so forth, and I was just like, wow, I miss it. So now
Life
I
is
miss
what you
being
make
on
of it,
holiday
baby.
because of you.
I say life is what you make of it. At times you just need to make it work just for you.
Mm.
Yeah, do what you
Carla,
need
it's
to do to
been
make things done.
It's been such an amazing time just getting to know you a little bit more. And I really hope that, everyone who views this is going to be inspired that, it doesn't matter what your background is, it doesn't matter what your culture is, it's just all about the right attitude that eventually leads to the right altitude as well. And, that we're all working together for like one big cause. So if we can just go in, do what we need to do, that's the ultimate goal. So really, really, really thank you. A big thank you from us at Michael Page. I think it's also worth mentioning that you have been such a pleasure to work with over the past year
Yeah.
that we've been engaging with. And we really look forward to doing a lot more work with you. And also just networking, providing opportunities to network. I know you're very big on our webinars as well. You're big on,
Yes.
anything that Michael Page is doing. It's like, what are you guys doing? So this is the partnership that we dream all the
Yes.
time. So a really big thank you. And yeah, happy Heritage Day once again.
Thank you so much. Thanks for this opportunity. I mean, it's been an honor. I'm glad that I got to put my personal side, for everybody to also see.
Here.
So thank you so much. I do appreciate this, and I really hope that I can inspire a lot more people with my story, with my challenges, with my lessons learned. We learn from other people. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate this.
Perfect. And just to all our viewers, this is the first part of our successful journey. So please do tune in for more profiling of a lot of successful professionals that are probably a little bit under the radar and, have been doing such great things in SA. We're here to bring back the positivity in the professional space. So please do stay tuned. Bye.